Hello everybody! I hope you're all okay in those times of pandemic. First, I'm sorry for the long absence. I went back to work for 2 weeks in a row, and to be honest, I had no time to work on this video. It's one of the most requested things I find in your comments. How do you survive? Or to put it simply, how do you defend? I wanted to make a video on that subject since the beginning of my channel, because in fact I think it's the most important subject of all. Disclaimer, I'm not sure I'm the good person to teach you that. It's a complicated subject with loads of concepts. Concepts I'm not even sure I fully understand. Anyway, I'm going to try to show you that it's possible to survive in most cases. This is my personal system. Of course, it's not perfect. It's based on my experience. It may not work for you. But I think you're going to find it interesting, so please enjoy. Here is a list of the concepts we are going to discuss. Clock and positioning, merge, separation or distance, turn radius, energy state, silhouettes and aspect, one circle, two circle dogfight, and then tactics. So this one is pretty easy. When you hear 1 o'clock high, it means there is a plane high in the sky in the 1 o'clock direction. So just picture a clock, a moving clock alongside your plane. 12 o'clock is always in front of you and 6 o'clock is always behind you. It's pretty easy. It's a simple concept, but very useful. So we are going to consider every plane behind the 9-3 line as a potential threat. And we are going to consider that every plane in front of that 9-3 line is a potential target. As I said, pretty easy concept. By the way, we are looking at Lockheed P-38 Lightning twin boom configuration airplane, an American one, a beautiful airplane. Just a little bit of history. If two fighters meet head-on, they will usually make a very close neutral pass, called a merge. After the pass, both fighters may turn to engage. So here, another example, we're gonna merge. He's having trouble maintaining his energy, plus he took 2 rockets in the face, but that I don't know. Anyway, I managed to get behind him pretty easily. So the goal, in fact, if there is a bandit on your 6 o'clock, is to merge with him. Because if there is one notion you need to keep in mind is when you merge with the bandit, it's a 50-50 dogfight. Okay? Keep that in mind. Really important. Try to merge. Okay, this one is crucial and a bit tricky. First question to ask yourself if there is a bandit on your 6 is, what's the distance between our two airplanes? Second question, do I have enough room to turn around and face my opponent? As I said in the previous item, always go for the merge. So if the answer for the second question is yes, just do it. I will describe in a future item exactly how I will do it, but yeah, go for the merge if there is enough room. If there is not enough room, same thing, I will explain later. But one thing, don't go for an embeddment, please. It's about energy management and silhouette and aspect. Again, I will explain later. Just don't go for the embeddment, please. Okay, this one is even trickier to explain now. And for that, I will need some help. So, first, let me introduce you to this Reddit, okay? It's for pilots. Yeah, thank you. It's written on the title. We can read. Yeah, it's full of memes and funny comments and stuff. Sometimes a bit salty, but anyway, sometimes you find something really interesting. Like, example, this guy, Zodhr. I don't know if I pronounce your name correctly, but yeah, bro, you did an amazing job. Basically, all those videos, for which I will put link in the description, uh, teach you the differences between the planes. As you know, they are all different, but please just take the time to watch those videos. Okay, let's say we are flying the G6 or any fighter like the G2 as a German, and there is a P70 or an A20 on our 6, okay, trying to kill us. What I would usually do is take evasive maneuvers and as soon as I can go in a vertical loop, okay? Because I know that my turn radius is better than him on a vertical plane, okay? Okay, let's take a look at that situation. As you can see, I'm minding my own business, killing some A's, fighting fliggers, and this pesky P70 is coming for me. Okay, so right now is not a threat, fighting them fliggers, getting fucked a little bit, okay? And then this happens. Okay, I got shot. And then I see him, he's turning for me. So I go for kind of a merge, quick repair, resupply, and smoke him. And as soon as I can, as you can see, vertical loop. One loop after that, I'm either behind him or I manage to create separation and I repair myself easily and I go on with my business. Okay, this one is about pure physics. We are not going to lie to each other. Not everybody loves physics, so I'm gonna make it short and specific. Okay, what is energy? In aviation, um, when we talk about energy, we're not referring to thrust or power. Energy is something else. So what is energy? Energy comes in two forms, which are kinetic and potential. Kinetic energy is a function of the fighter's mass and speed, while potential energy is a function of its mass, gravity, and altitude. The combined potential and kinetic energy is called the total energy. Because the energy package is a combination of mass, speed, and altitude, a fighter flying at low altitude but at high speed may have the same total energy as a fighter of equal mass, but flying at low speed and high altitude. Let me show you an example in the background. We have two fighters, same mass, same speed, but different energy state. The one with high altitude has more potential energy than the one at low altitude. Okay, thank you, Verbal. It was really nice, but I didn't understand anything. Plus, it was a bit boring. Yeah, I'm sorry, boys. I told you it's about physics. Okay, let me try to explain it in other words. Right now I'm climbing. I'm losing speed because of gravity, of course. But I'm gaining potential energy. Losing kinetic energy while climbing, but gaining potential energy. Opposite way, right now I'm losing potential energy, but I'm gaining kinetic energy. Speed. I'm going faster. Is that clear? Let me know in the comments. If it was not clear, I'm gonna come back on that subject. Okay, let's look at a pure example of bad energy management. You will see a fighter coming for me, and he will lose the dogfight purely on bad energy management. It's right there. You can see he lost all his energy. I don't know how he did that, but mine isn't perfect either, but it's enough. So, keep in mind, as Obi-Wan Kenobi, always keep the high ground. That's how he fucked Anakin, you know. Okay, we talked about position, merge, distance, and energy. Now it's time to talk about silhouette and aspect. As you may know, planes in Battlefield 5 are armored. The rear, for example, is way more resistant than the cockpit and wings area. Some piece of your plane may even break apart. So it's really important to be aware of what part of your plane is showing when a bogey is on your 6. Uh, if you remember, this is why I told you early on to avoid an emmelment when you want to merge with the bandit. Those are the reasons why. First, you're going to lose speed, which makes you an easier target. Remember, climbing means a loss of kinetic energy or speed. Second, if you switch to your opponent perspective, during an emmelment, you're basically telling your opponent to shoot at your wings and cockpit, the most fragile part of your plane. So if all the parameters are okay, this is what I will usually do. Okay, first, bandit is on my 6. Second, separation is good enough for a merge. Third, altitude is decent. I will tilt my plane in order to reduce my silhouette, trying to hide the wings and cockpit area. This will help reduce damage on the long run. I obviously will go for a dive to keep as much as speed as possible while turning towards my opponent.